Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. This is Lady Nick, your social media red guide for TOC Town Express. And this is my first video blog on a Sunday where I start doing helpful tips, tools, and event planner techniques on how to set up your creative content for video blogging. So what I wanted to do for the first episode is just do a basic introduction, and I always like to check equipment. Testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. And mind you, just because I do the audio checks, the sound checks, the light checks, a lot of times you have something in the wrong position, and it not only throws off your audio but also your visual. So listen in. Hey there, everyone. This is Lady Nick, your social media red guide for TOC Town, and I am on the Express this week. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. Make sure you brought a good cup of coffee, grab a cup of tea, or something con leche, because we have a lot to update you on. And believe it or not, I have the audio turned way up. So in 2018, I will be reopening my Hannah Victoria 123 Etsy shop, and I'll be talking more about that later. I'm also delving into finding makeup for production, not necessarily a fashion channel, but definitely an image channel for professionals. And last but not least, I did want to share with you a startup spotlight with one of the planner companies that I decided to go ahead and check out for a few events that I'll be coordinating in 2018. So that brings me to my first point on why I am doing these Sunday startups and event planner prep videos or video blogs. I want it to be more casual as opposed to formal, because a lot of the times when you do, checks and behind the scene things, it's not that you want to be unprofessional, but it's just I want to have a casual conversation. So if you have any questions or any polite comments or even critiques, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be glad to answer them. Mostly these are geared towards administrators and executive assistants who have to serve a team, or even if you're one person on the assignment and you need some ideas and places on where to go. I'm going to be doing more reviews, and the companies that I actually recommend are the ones that I've actually purchased from or have the recommendation from a highly trusted colleague or friend. So as you see, these vellums are popular in the planner community, but not only am I going to use them for my planner, I'm going to start thinking about printing on them and what am I going to label them. If I do have to cut them up, then which side am I going to use? You have to think about all of that when you're planning your presentations. And yes, cost is a factor in it. You have different seasons, different times, different regions around the world where one color scheme may work perfect. Like this one's perfect for this fall season, which is a 2017 Pantone inspired green. I hope I have that right, fashion people out there. But certain colors like this in the summer, in the hot, July, I don't think would work unless it's in the evening and you're planning a formal event. But the company that did this work on the vellum is called Kinley Doodles. So I'm opening up the little packet that comes with your package. And I pretty much did like a sample, different vellum papers, different
stickers for your planners, your traveler's notebooks. So here's their card. Their tagline is all things planning. And now the trend is to send a business size sample card. So I'm going to use those stickers, but I'm going to keep the information that's posted. You can't see it clearly, but it's the Instagram and Facebook. And another thing that these platforms are able to extend small business owners' ability to offer like behind the scenes thoughts, not only just discounts, but when she released a new series, she let her Facebook people know first before she posted it in her Etsy shop. So, a lot of the advantages you can utilize the Facebook, the YouTube channels, the Instagram feeds. There's just so much that you can do. What I want to do is pretty much share with you my insight on what I've learned over the years and also some challenges that I faced. May still need some answers to, but you know what? When you're part of a group and a culture that share with one another, you receive different ideas, inspiration from people who are experts, which I look forward to introducing to you at a later date and time. So I can really stretch this stuff, past 10 minutes, but I want to keep it, within that time frame. So what you're looking at is like a bohemian style um, sticker series that I want to incorporate in some of the projects that I'm doing next year. And also I'm testing out, how does the color look? Does it look better with a white background or a more muted, natural background? Those are some of the things that I like to test before I actually present it to my client or use it in a workshop. So once again, if you like the creative content that I'm producing on this channel, be sure to like, comment, and hit the notification button while we're going through the papers one more time. And let me know your thoughts about your events that you're planning. Maybe you need an idea. I have over almost close to 25 years of just actual on the ground experience as an administrator and an executive assistant. So there's not saying that there's nothing new under the sun, but there are a few challenges maybe I've never faced, but definitely there are a lot of them that I have faced and have just come up with unique ideas on how to solve them. Can you see this paper color? I know the camera is showing it to you, vibrantly, but in person, it just does not do it justice. It looks very professional, very nice. And if you're working for a client that is looking for more of a professional, mature presentation, I highly recommend this company. Yep, doesn't that look good for a ladies' luncheon? Or I've done quinceañeras before. So let's say the young lady has an old soul or a more mature mentality, then I would recommend that color pattern for her. Let's see. This one was more like I just wanted to see the feathers. I might actually cut this one up and use it in my traveler's notebooks for my field note size as I travel around and about Chicago, picking up, information, insight, and different venues that I have to look at for the events that are going to be contracted. So that's my Sunday spotlight for this week. Next week, I will be posting more about what I'm going to be featuring in my Etsy shop. And by the way, I do have a Patreon channel for those that are interested in growing this corporate community with me. It's patreon.com/TOC Town. And once again, thanks so much for joining me for my first of what I hope to be many more episodes of Sunday Planner Startup. I'm Lady Nick, your social media red guide, signing off for the week. Season 8, Small Beginnings.